All right, and welcome back to episode 45 of the Alec Frengos Show. This is a sports podcast centered around NBA and NFL. I'm joined by Joey Price, Carter Arsenau, and Wyatt Thomas of College Sports Media. And today we'll be doing some NFL power rankings and predicting the NFC East. First, I want to start off with these power rankings, similar to what we did Friday.
Yeah,
we're going to set some tiers, and then we're going to rank them 1 to 32 preseason rankings. So, should we go with five tiers? Start with?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should we start from the bottom or the top?
Bottom.
Okay. We'll just go tier 5. Who are the worst
Saints.
names of tiers?
Commanders.
Commanders. Broncos.
Broncos.
Vikings.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Hold on. Tiers. Like, the Vikings are way better than the Broncos.
Yeah.
They're in the same tier though.
No, they're not.
They're a
No,
tier
they're not.
above.
Bottom
They're a tier
feeders.
above.
Commanders. Like, that. Like, there's like 3 or 4 of the worst teams. Commanders, Broncos.
Patriots. Be honest. You know it's true.
They're in that, yeah.
You know it's
Yeah.
true.
They're going to win a lot of more games than these teams,
More games
though.
than you think. Yeah.
Commanders, Broncos, Pats,
Who else do we-
Panthers, or no?
You still
Well,
have the
I
Raiders.
would put them in there, but I know you guys wouldn't.
I
The
don't
Saints
know.
and
They're like a
Panthers are in the
6.
same tier.
They're like a 6 and 11 team.
I'm with you. I think the Saints and Panthers
Let's
this
just
year
call
can both be
these-
like the one above this.
Let's just call these the bottom 3 teams.
Teams that
Let's
can-
just say that.
Teams
Okay?
that could compete for the number 1 pick.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
So
tier
who's in it?
tier 5. Commanders, Broncos, Patriots.
Raiders.
Raiders are better. They got way
Yeah,
better
you're
defense.
right,
They're
actually.
going to be
You're
able to
right.
create way
I'm just trying
better
to think of teams.
wins. Tier 4. Raiders,
Vikings,
Vikings.
Titans.
The entire
Hold on. Raiders,
We have a
Vikings,
lot of teams.
Panthers,
the entire NFC East
Hold
can
on.
go in this category.
Yeah.
Raiders,
Or
NFC
NFC,
East.
sorry, NFC South.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Raiders, Vikings, Panthers, Giants,
Yeah. Giants
Yeah.
good.
Saints,
Steelers.
Titans.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Cardinals.
Cardinals are in there.
Definitely.
Raiders, Vikings, Panthers, Giants, Saints.
Chargers.
No.
No, I think they're better.
Tier ahead. Tier up. Who are we missing?
Rams? Or are they higher?
They're a little
They're
higher.
higher. They just
Little
went to the
higher.
playoffs.
They're
you
higher.
can't-
Yeah. Okay, I'm okay with that.
You said Steelers?
I didn't say
I
that.
said Steelers.
Oh.
I don't know.
So we have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 teams, almost like around 33% of the way there. Let's just move on to tier 3 since nothing comes
Like
off
teams
this.
that-
Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers
These are
have to
what,
be-
bubble playoff
Yeah,
teams?
like
This is
borderline
like
playoff
a
teams.
borderline playoff team, but a borderline top 10 pick.
Cardinals,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Steelers.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Jags.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jags.
we're Titans are tier 4, right?
Titans,
Yeah.
For sure,
tier
yeah.
4, yeah.
Okay, so what?
Seahawks.
Cards,
Seahawks are
Steelers,
in tier
Bucks.
4.
Yeah.
No. They got too good of a roster besides Geno.
Yeah, it's true. They're
Um,
one above.
Slammed his mic.
Cards, Steelers, Bucks, Seahawks.
Jags,
Jags.
yeah.
Yeah, Jags are fair there.
Yeah.
Rams are in this one then.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Where are we putting the Bears?
Bears are here, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd put them there.
Okay, yeah.
Bears. Chargers.
Yeah, you
For
can't put them
sure.
No,
above.
I think you put them one higher.
Really?
No.
That's like a playoff
They're-
lock basically then.
They
And,
didn't
like,
make the playoffs last.
The next one would be teams that could win a playoff game. I cannot see the Chargers winning a playoff game.
No.
Yeah,
they won't
okay,
even
yeah,
make the
I'd put
playoffs.
I don't think so
Chargers.
either, but like they're not definitely not going to win a game.
Who've been some like fluky
Mediocre
7
ass
seeds?
teams.
Not many, because like the Packers
Read me
won a
some
game,
names.
so you can't be there.
No.
Packers can't be there. Lions can't be there.
Colts.
Colts.
Colts. Yeah. Colts are in this.
Browns?
No.
Or are they higher?
They can
Browns
win-
are
they can win a
one-
game.
One higher. Yeah. Their defense.
Cards,
can win them.
Steelers, Bucks, Seahawks, Jags, Rams, Bears, Chargers, Colts.
I mean, all right, I have one. The Cowboys, because they can't win a playoff game.
But they're just a tier ahead because they're good every
Okay.
year. Let's move on to tier 2. And then if we forget, we'll just go. So these are teams that win a playoff game. Packers probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lions.
Packers.
Lions
So-
could
No,
be tier.
Lions are contenders.
So tier 1, let's just do tier 1
Yeah,
first.
tier
Teams
one
that
to
can win a
help
Super
this.
Bowl, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Niners.
Chiefs,
Chiefs, Niners.
Chiefs, 49ers,
Bengals.
Eagles, Bengals.
Eagles, Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bengals.
Cowboys.
Bengals. I wouldn't say tier 1 because they've had so many chances to.
Yeah.
They just haven't
Okay,
yet.
yeah.
Are you put-
Chiefs, 49ers, Eagles, Bengals, Ravens,
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not Texans, not Packers.
No.
No,
Not
No.
the Jets either.
So tier 2.
No, yeah. Tier 2 Jets.
Okay, yeah. Packers,
Jets.
Jets.
Packers.
What do we have
Basically,
here?
the whole
Texans.
AFC East is in there.
Texans. Dolphins are tier 2.
Yeah.
And the
Did we
Browns.
we put
Yeah.
the Colts there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphins. Browns. Packers,
Where did we
Jets,
put the
Texans.
Raiders?
They're
Did
bottom.
we put them?
said
Tier 4,
Falcons?
tier 4.
Yeah, we said Falcons.
No, we haven't.
I'd
Tier,
put them in.
I'd put them like
Tier
3.
three?
Yeah,
Yeah.
three.
bubble team.
That's fair for now.
Because they can win a playoff game, but
But
who
we don't
knows?
know
They could
yet.
also not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Falcons. That's what I thought of the Saints
Go
last
for
year. I
all the
thought they could
teams.
win a
Let's
home
see if we
playoff
have
game,
them.
then they didn't end up
Go
making the
from
playoffs.
left. Go from left to right.
Hold on, Jets,
Because I feel like we're missing. some
Packers,
teams
Jets,
here.
Texans, Dolphins, Browns, Bills.
Dude, you're nuts.
Okay, let's keep it going. What?
I think
Tell
we
me if we're
said all
missing.
that.
any
I
teams.
think that's
Let
everyone.
me count.
We definitely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Did we add the
7, 8,
Seahawks?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Oh,
17,
yeah.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30.
Missing one.
Missing one. Of course, we're missing one.
Vikings.
Nope. Bears,
Do-
Vikings.
Did we talk about the Dolphins?
Yep.
Yep. Saints.
Patriots,
Bucks,
Saints, Bucks,
Texans.
Falcons, Texans.
Colts.
Did we talk about the Titans?
Oh,
Yep.
Raiders.
No, have them.
What? You might just be counting off.
31.
Panthers.
We don't have Panthers.
'Kay.
No, yeah, we do.
Cross cross teams off as I say them.
Yeah.
go.
Okay, AFC Chiefs,
Yep,
Jets,
yep,
Bengals, Texans,
yep,
Ravens,
yep.
Colts, Browns,
Hold on. Colts, Browns,
Bills,
Bills,
Finns,
Finns,
Steelers,
Steelers,
Chargers,
Chargers,
Jags,
Jags,
Broncos,
Broncos.
Raiders,
Yep,
Pats,
yep.
Titans.
Titans. Yep.
That's the
NFC
AFC.
go.
Eagles,
Yep,
Niners,
yep.
Bears, Saints,
Hold on.
Sorry.
Bears, Saints.
Cowboys.
It's Cowboys. Yeah. I
Oh,
forgot
we
to write
didn't write.
Cowboys
Okay,
down.
yeah,
Tier
2.
yeah, they're two. They can't win the
Two.
Super Bowl.
Tier 2. Yeah. Because they have one playoff game, so they just can't win Super Bowls. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair. So let's rank these 1 to 32 real quick. Should we go from top or bottom now? Bottom again.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what do you guys think 1, 2, 3 should be
I
ranked?
think you have to put the
Commanders,
Chiefs.
Broncos,
So
Pats.
Chiefs-
No, sorry, 32 to
Oh,
29.
yeah.
Okay, so last place,
Honestly, I think it's the Patriots.
Patriots or Broncos?
Yeah.
What do you think, Joey?
Broncos.
I'd go Patriots.
You don't like the Commanders either.
Eh.
30,
Let me
31. So how do you want to rank these? You think the Patriots are the worst team in the NFL?
I feel like there's not
Even
like
with
a
the defense?
consensus
I think
worst
Minnesota.
team
I
this
think
year.
They're not.
Minnesota's worse.
Like
at
no
all.
team's like terrible.
The
like,
Patriots are probably going to win more games than the Commanders and Broncos.
Okay, put the Broncos on. I
Their
think
schedule's
I think the
really
Commanders are
hard,
better
though.
than Denver.
Patriots,
My opinion, I think the Broncos are the worst team because Commanders signed a bunch of vets.
Patriots have a
Yeah.
better
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
just go to work.
And
They signed good guys on
Broncos.
defense. They have Austin Eckler if he can service a little bit. I think Daniels will win a couple games.
Yeah.
Let's go with the consensus team Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit.
31. Honestly, you think the Commanders are better than the Patriots?
Yes.
We'll go Patriots. That's fine.
Wait, Commanders better than the Patriots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
30 then would be the
Commanders.
Commanders. Tier 4. Raiders, Vikings, Panthers, Giants, Saints, Titans.
Saints.
You think their Giants are better than the Saints?
Minnesota.
Yes.
Minnesota.
The Giants.
Minnesota.
Actually,
the Giants.
Minnesota.
Minnesota's not the worst team in there.
Raiders.
Yeah, I have
They
the
ain't
Raiders
gonna
pretty
be
low.
good.
Who?
Raiders aren't good.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah,
aren't
I
No,
know.
they're not gonna. It's just there's like I would take the
Saints
Vikings
aren't
over the Raiders.
Yeah,
Maybe the Panthers.
They have weapons,
Giants,
I guess.
Saints. What would you go? Worst team?
I'd say the Giants in this category.
No.
God,
No.
really?
The defense is
That
too good.
defense
Defense
is
is
so
too
The
good.
Giants are better than the Titans. They're better.
Yeah,
You think
that's
so?
it. Titans are the worst in this by far.
No,
Yeah.
no, they're
Yes, the
no.
Titans are going to be
They have
god
too
awful.
many weapons.
Who?
Levis,
They're all washed.
Ridley.
Did you
Levis
just say
isn't a
Will
Hopkins.
Levis as a weapon?
No, that's
Well,
what
we
he's
know
gonna
he has a
throw to.
weapon, but not the right kind. But like,
No,
you said this guy said weapons and then said Will Levis first. That
He
should
has
prove it.
potential. He's not a bust. He's not
Does
terrible.
Jeffrey Simmons
He can
still
get
play
better.
there, too?
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Team's
They
gonna-
did. They lost Byers.
They signed Legarius Sneed.
That team was good. That team
That's
was
a major
terrible, and
player,
the team was terrible, and they had a great coach, and they got rid of that coach. They're gonna get
Yeah,
way
you
worse.
know what?
The
they
Titans
got
are
rid of a
not good.
coach.
And then I
Who's their
put the
coach?
Saints.
Vrabel,
I go
or
Titans,
Titans,
Saints.
it was-
Saints.
Titans, Saints.
And then you have to go Panthers, I think.
You think the Giants are better than the Panthers?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Then this is like.
The Giants are better than the Raiders, too.
Yes.
That one's
Yes,
a debate.
the
That's defense
it's
on
like
defense
versus
crime.
Yeah.
and I'd
Saints,
rather,
Titans.
I'd rather
The
Burns,
Giants have a better defense.
Dexter and
Panthers.
Kayvon.
Would you
than just
say-
Max Crosby?
Would you say then? I think the Vikings are better than the Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are. They are.
We can go Raiders, Giants, Vikings, or Raiders, Vikings, Giants. Who's better, Giants or the Vikings?
I'd go Giants.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Raiders.
But the Vikings are better than the Raiders, right? You have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders,
Yeah, good.
Vikings, Giants at 24.
that's all that tier.
Now you gotta go
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Cardinals should be that high.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
Cardinals-
shit. Cardinals.
Cardinals-
Should be probably lower.
I think the Cardinals are better than both
Nah, I
those teams
think-
just because their offense.
Because like they didn't
You know
have
what? No, 'cause
yeah Kyler's
healthy
yeah
could
Kyler's
actually. They were
okay.
good. when
he makes that team automatically
Yes.
better.
What did they start 2 years ago? 10-0 or how?
Yeah,
long
they
was that?
they got
Three-
hot. I
3
remember that
years
when
ago?
when
Healthy
that
3 years
Kyler.
ago?
the
Yeah.
AJ Green
Yeah,
that
three
was
years
didn't
ago.
look at the
Yeah,
ball.
okay, yeah. D Hop was he
Healthy Kyler and Marvin
he was on that
Harrison
team.
He was
just
on that team.
the upside just beats out all those teams
Yeah.
that just have
I could see that.
low ceiling. So Cardinals, would you say the Colts are better than the Cardinals?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Bears,
Yes.
Yes.
Chargers.
No.
Chargers are like the same
we're
tier.
Okay,
as
so
the Cardinals.
so we can go Cardinals then Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cards,
I got the Chargers winning more than 10 games.
Chargers, but I just think they're gonna play the Chiefs twice a year. They have a couple they won't win the good games, but the bad teams they'll beat.
They got
Cardinals,
4 free wins
Chargers.
throughout their-
I like
You got to go Bucks next.
yeah, Bucks and
Cardinals.
then Colts. Like
You
why
say
do we
that,
have
but
the
the Broncos
Colts so
beat
high?
the Chiefs last year.
The Jaguars are worse than the
Yeah,
Colts.
that's
Divisional.
No, they're not.
You can't say divisional
Yeah,
games.
They're
are
just
worse.
not worse.
Oh,
Yeah, Wyatt will back me.
You think the Colts
Jaguars
are better than the
worse
Jags?
Yes.
100%. They were last year.
Colts
Without
better
their
than Jags.
without their
Yeah.
quarterback, they were
Now
better than
they
the
have
Jags
Anthony
last year.
Richardson
No,
for the
they're
whole
not.
year.
Anthony
Well, hopefully
Richardson's honestly
Down
Well,
years.
with Gardner
mid.
Gardner Minshew, they were
Gardner
better than
Minshew
the Jags.
Is better. He's more serviceable than Richardson.
I don't know how you can say that when we saw 3 games of Richardson.
3 got hurt in the middle of the fourth game, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Soft as shit.
So Buccaneers, obviously.
Yeah.
Seahawks or Colts?
Seahawks.
are worse than the Colts.
Jags are better than the Seahawks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Jags and the Seahawks are better than the
So do you want to go Seahawks? We go Seahawks at 20 then?
Carter,
And then the Jags
Carter, the
now.
Colts are 1 drop pass away from winning the division.
How?
You don't remember they played them and the
that
Texans.
field
You're
goal
acting
for
like
the
the
win?
Colts are that good.
Or sorry, they were close. Like,
He's been glazing the Colts since the
Not-
offseason.
How does that make
They're a
any
good
sense?
team.
Who
And
do they
the
am I
have?
Well,
Carter? They're one.
Zaire Franklin.
They're 1 play away from winning the
Latu
division
Latu.
last year.
like
Like
DeForest Buckner.
who was the running
Who's
back?
their
Was
DBs?
it Hines who dropped the
They have
pass?
the worst secondary in the NFL.
Yeah, who's
What
their
game?
DBs? They
in
have
the last
no
game
DBs.
against the Texans.
Why? Can I ask you a serious
Who's guarding
question?
Tank Dell? Who's guarding Nico Collins?
Can I
Who's
ask you a
guarding
serious?
Stephon
Can I ask you a
Diggs?
serious question?
Who's
Dead serious.
guarding
Dead serious.
Schultz.
Can you name one person in that Colts secondary?
No.
Exactly.
That's gonna lose them a lot of games in a modern day
They're not a top 20.
passing league. And let's just carry on with the rankings. Seahawks number 20, and then we have to choose right now between the Bears, Jags, Falcons, Seahawks, Colts.
Bears.
Seahawks are the worst.
I
team.
did.
Bears better than the Seahawks?
The Bears are not good.
You don't think so?
No, this is actually crazy right now.
You don't think they make the playoffs?
No, this is
Wait,
terrible.
have you put Bucks down?
Yeah. Buccaneers are 21.
Yeah, it's about right.
I'd go
Seattle?
Seahawks.
Seattle's not worse.
Yeah, I have
than
I have
the
Seahawks
Bears.
at 20. Jags? You
Yeah.
think,
Then
you think the Colts are better than the
Jags.
Jags?
No.
The Jags are
It's
so
not even
disappointing.
close.
Like,
I
the
don't
Jags
think
have done
it's
nothing.
close.
I think they're a better team.
Then who?
The Colts.
They are. So
Well,
is
then put
Seattle.
them ahead, I guess.
We can go neck and neck then. It's just
Yeah.
that.
Like,
Do you think both are better than the Falcons?
yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, how do you sell them being better than the Colts when they were better than the Jags last year without a starting quarterback?
I just like, dude. I mean, Shane Steichen's got a good system.
Minshew
I
can
mean,
start.
like
And they lost Ridley.
in
The Jags did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They
That-
got guys around though.
Are you
like,
saying that
they got
benefits
Gabe
them or
Davis.
that?
They got
No.
Joey,
Davis.
Joey,
They
don't
got
look at
Gabe
me right
Davis.
now and say Brian Thomas can't be as good as Ridley was.
And Gabe Davis.
First round draft pick out of LSU. We know how that turns
Yeah,
out.
that's not an automatic. Like, I think he'll be good.
I'm not calling him a
but, like,
superstar. I'm saying
yeah.
he can be as good as Ridley easily.
Well, yeah, just
Ridley,
don't bet on
Ridley
yourself.
had like 3
They
good games
got
last
they got Gabe Davis, who's a good run
Don't
blocker.
Don't bet on yourself.
We'll just go. We'll put them
Ridley.
side by side here. Colts and Jags, and then Bears or Falcons.
I put the Bears, but
I think the Falcons are better. In my
I'm okay if you
But
put
It's
them.
a toss up.
Yeah.
It's a total toss up. Who do you think? Falcons?
Yeah, but there's a lot of teams better than the Bears there. So,
You think Colts, Jags, and
dude,
Seahawks are
I
better?
think the Vikings and Giants are better than the Bears.
That's wild.
The
That's
Vikings-
so wild.
Actually, no, maybe not.
That's
the
so
Vikings
crazy.
win more
No,
than
maybe-
7
maybe not
games.
the
I'd be
Vikings.
shocked.
The Bears have one of the best offenses in the league.
Let's just put the
overall.
Bears here just because Caleb Williams, he virtually hasn't done anything.
They
in the
have a
NFL
lot of
yet.
potential.
Yeah.
A ton of potential.
Bears, and
Their
then
defense is.
what's left? I
Their
left
defense was
these
good
two because
last
I
year.
know
No,
they're
it
going to
is
be at the
good.
top.
Jalen Johnson's disgusting.
Montez Sweat's disgusting too.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that
right.
defense
Actually.
is
Okay,
good.
you know what? I actually don't mind that for them.
Steelers,
17-ish.
Rams, Falcons.
Oh, Rams. Rams are worse than the Bears
No,
and the
they're not.
Falcons.
No, dude.
I just
No,
I
they're not.
Stafford
I can't
can
put that.
sling
No,
that thing.
he's not better.
The rest of their team's terrible, and they lost Aaron Donald.
So would you put
The
Rams?
Rams are not good.
Hold on, Rams, Falcons, Steelers.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'd have the Bears above them too.
I disagree with that.
Nah, I can't because they made the playoffs last year.
You got to give them some respect, right? Steelers, probably the obvious. They could even be tier 2. To
Yeah,
win a
they're
playoff game.
I don't know. They're cockroaches. You can't kill them.
Rams, Falcons, Steelers. Then now we get into the top 13 here. So these are teams that can probably win a playoff game. I think this is an obvious, the lowest here. The Browns probably out of Packers, Bills, Cowboys, Jets, Dolphins, Texans.
It's them or the Jets because we haven't seen anything from the Jets yet.
If you told me to pick a team that would go farther,
Or Packers.
Yeah, like I'd say put the
Packers
Browns.
could be there too.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
like Love really has to be better than he was last.
I'd go
Are you good with
basically.
Browns there?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Or are you high? Are you high on them?
Sleep.
Yeah, the Browns is fine there.
consensus.
I'd go Browns Packers.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Watson, like
Really? Packers that low?
Yeah.
Browns,
I said
Packers, yeah.
They overperformed last year.
I
They'll-
honestly agree.
They'll come back to.
You think
down
Bills
to
are better than the Packers?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Packers at 12. I think the Dolphins are better than the Bills as of right now.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen doesn't
Yeah.
have enough to win a big game, I don't think.
He
even though
doesn't,
he
but
can.
Tua
they
just
lo-
can't
and they
win a big
lost
game,
Diggs,
period.
And they were about equal last
Bills,
year. too.
oh, let's just say Bills, the top two in this tier probably are Texans and Dolphins because you have Bills, Cowboys, Jets besides them. You got to go. Do you want to
Okay.
go Cowboys, Bills, or Bills, Cowboys?
Where are we putting Jets?
I'm
in
fine
this?
with either or.
Where are we
I
putting
think
Jets?
right above
I-
these
I-
guys.
Cowboys are
right
better than
above.
Bills.
Yeah, I say Bills Cowboys.
Yeah.
Bills, Cowboys,
Like Cowboys
Jets.
more? Yeah.
Bills, Cowboys, Jets. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Bills, Cowboys,
Texans are definitely next.
Jets.
Yeah, then Texans.
Bills,
I-
Cowboys, Jets, then Texans, Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with
Is
that.
that or
Yeah,
Dolphins?
Dolphins are high.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but I think Tua could be good this year.
Still a good football
Yeah.
team. You can't discredit them at all. So number 7, Dolphins. I think that's a fine spot. It doesn't
I
seem
think-
too high.
I think that's pretty fair.
And then Bengals next.
This is the elite tier now. The final 6 teams: Chiefs, Lions, 49ers, Eagles, Bengals, Ravens.
Bengals.
Who's the worst team there?
Bengals.
Like, if we're basing off of last year, like, you got
Everybody's
Yeah.
healthy going into this year. Who's the worst team here?
I'd say how we're doing it, I'd say we have to put the Bengals.
Yeah, I think the Bengals could like if they're in the top tier, so they could like that same week they could win the Super Bowl, but like I think they're in there.
If I'm being honest, I'm even a Lamar fan. I'd put the Ravens at 6.
Sure,
I think
go ahead.
I think
That's
the Bengals.
the other. That was
I
the
think
other
the Bengals.
option.
I think the
Yeah,
Bengals are
that's
better than
fine.
the Ravens.
I agree.
When
but,
healthy,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, if we're assuming
I'm taking
everyone's
a healthy as
yeah,
much as a Lamar fan I am. The healthy Bengals are better than the healthy Ravens.
They are.
8 or 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
It's just you see it in
If
big
we're
games.
Just say-
if
yeah,
this
they
list
went
is
to a
assuming
Super
they're
Bowl.
healthy, then yeah, you're right.
Healthy, they went
we
to a
could,
Super Bowl.
could we
2
go
years
Raven
ago.
Bengals then back to back?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Okay.
And then I'd
Lions?
take Lions.
Lions over Eagles.
That's
I
fine.
think about it, but I like the Eagles more.
Yeah.
Way
Eagles
more talent.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Eagles
yeah.
over Lions?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I'm-
Lions over Eagles.
No,
What?
we saw we saw the Eagles make the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and they looked
they did-
amazing
they did-
until week 12 this year.
Do you think Goff is better than Hurts? I don't.
No, he just has better coaching, and is
Yeah, that's why.
yeah, like Hurts.
Kellen Moore. Get
Yeah.
ready.
Overrated.
He is probably overrated. I missed on that one. I thought he was going to be so good for the Chargers. But Lions or Eagles?
It's a toss-up.
In my opinion, I
Eagles
think
are
the
better-
Eagles are better than the
They're
Niners,
more
but I know people
well-
won't
The
agree.
Eagles are better
more
on paper.
well-rounded. They're well-rounded.
Yeah.
They have more depth.
They have more like star power too.
Who would you go? Both teams are healthy. Who would you pick?
Lions, 49ers, Eagles, Chiefs.
Okay, no. Just debating Lions or Eagles right now. What team's better?
Eagles are better.
Joey?
Lions.
Eagles.
Okay, Eagles. So we'll put Lions 4. Eagles. And then obviously 49ers, then Chiefs.
Yep.
49ers. Chiefs. So I'm just going to split these into the categories it is. This. What was the top here? Steelers. Falcons. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 elite teams in the NFL. I think that's actually fair. 6 teams that can seriously win a Super Bowl. Could you say the Jets and Texans could win a Super Bowl? Probably.
Not the Texans.
They could. They just haven't
I
proven
agree
it
with you.
yet.
I think that some people could say
Texans
that
are
though.
kind of young.
Jets at their ultimate ceiling are a Super Bowl team.
If they perform like
Yeah.
they should, yes. But we can't say that because we haven't seen.
Dude,
them
the
do
Jets
it.
are actually really good.
Yeah.
Like, they
Although-
have DBs, they have linebackers, they have D-line.
And
They have a
they had a
quarterback
really good
now.
offseason too.
Wide receivers, they have Wilson.
They got
Mike
at least
Will.
one good O lineman now. They got
Do they have
Smith.
Becton still?
I don't know. They got
No,
Tyron.
he's gone.
Mackay Becton's
He's
gone.
on the Browns.
They-
Yeah, he's on like
is
the
he-
Browns practice squad.
Yeah.
He's
How?
terrible.
They signed Tyron Smith
Well,
from the
he-
Cowboys.
dude,
doesn't
he had a
play
superstar
football.
in-
His knees are
in-
broken every time.
And
Yeah,
4 of the
I'm
10
sure.
bottom teams are all our favorite teams.
Yeah, rough year for us.
You
Yeah,
never know.
that blows.
For
Yeah,
who?
I do.
You never know for who. Hold on, you never know for who.
Saints.
Yes, says the guy who had them last
Come
in the
on.
division.
I
Shut
mean,
the
they're in
fuck
that
up.
division.
You're just being a nice guy now.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
I think honest-
I'd buy your team and you drag me through the dirt. Now you're trying to be nice. Get out of here with that. I don't want that.
I think out of all of us, that team that has the most upside is the Giants.
For sure. And then
Yeah,
I'd say
like we
Broncos.
saw them win
Well,
a playoff game 2 years
yeah,
ago.
They got
Daniel
playmakers on
Jones
defense. If
is-
Daniel
Okay,
Jones is
Carter, you
probably
said that,
competent,
but
they
like
could make the
he
playoffs.
won a playoff game 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it's not good. He got lucky.
2,
Yeah,
3.
yeah, Dable, and he'll be on a short leash this year.
Oh, dude, he's...
But
But, like...
don't really have anyone to
Dable
put in.
hates him.
we
Who
have
are they
no
gonna
one to
put
put
in?
in. Drew Lock.
They'll try.
Drew
Drew
Lock's
Lock
done.
sucks.
It would not shock me if they bench Daniel Jones like within week 6.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But
with
who
him.
do you
If,
put
if the
quarterback?
fans are booing and they hate him, they'll throw Drew Lock in.
Yeah.
Or
Danny
DeVito.
yeah.
Drew Lock's already
DeVito at least gets some attention because like he's
Yeah,
popular.
because
They
everyone-
like
Yeah,
him,
all,
too.
all the Italians will come out.
Yeah, like...
So yeah, I think that's I'll post that one up on Instagram, but I actually don't mind that list at all. There's like, obviously we're not all gonna agree on every single move, but consensus, I think that's good. Top 6 teams obviously are the elite ones.
Yeah, the top
Then you have
6
a tier.
teams are...
The tier, honestly, the tier behind it are teams that could go to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but probably not win it.
go to the Super Bowl underdog.
They're an outside shot.
Yeah, and then, I mean, you got teams like the tier 3 teams are the teams that I think can make like
Divisional round at best.
that could like be like the shocker teams: Steelers, Falcons, Rams, Bears, Jags, Colts, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Chargers, Cards. Like, let's just say the first 4 teams: Steelers, Falcons, Rams, Bears, Jags, Colts. Would you be shocked if those teams won a playoff game?
No. Like, it'd be a surprise, but it's not like
Wait,
I'd be...
Cardinals are in there?
No. The first, like, 6 teams up here. Steelers, Falcons, Rams, Bears, Jags, Colts. Like, you wouldn't be shocked if those teams won a
The
playoff
Rams,
game.
yes, but I
You'd be shocked?
See,
Nah.
I wouldn't be.
I would be.
Like,
The
all those...
offense is so
all
good.
those-
As long as Stafford and
Sean
McVay are there, I'm not
McVay,
worried
all
about
those
it.
teams can steal one game.
Yeah.
They can steal a game.
Just, Joey, it's not a playoff series like NBA.
They got to get in, though.
I know. I think that's going to be the hardest thing because they know how to win when they're in.
I
don't know if they'll be
a
able
lot
to
of those
get
teams
in.
won't. Yeah, he's right. They won't be able to necessarily win the amount of games, but like if they get into a one and done
They
game,
have a chance to win
Like
it.
They do.
no team really wants to play Matt Stafford in a playoff game.
Nobody does. Don't
And
say
if they
he's old
do
and
get
washed
in,
up.
They're going to play either the Eagles, Lions.
That's I'm not.
or-
I'm saying one game. Oh, like
Yeah,
if they
that's who
get
they're
in,
gonna
that's who
have to
they'll play. Look what they almost did to
And
the
they're not
Lions.
winning a game like that on the road.
Why not?
No chance.
They almost did in one of the
and they
most
got
hostile
worse, and the
environments.
Lions got better.
Would you really say the Rams got worse?
They
Besides
lost
Aaron
their
Donald,
best
I mean,
player. They
yeah.
obviously got worse.
did they get way worse?
That's like saying the
I mean,
Vikings
you lost the
They
top
got
5
Trey White,
defensive player of all time.
Kyron
so
Williams
yeah.
getting better. Nakua's getting better.
Nakua probably hit his ceiling.
Cup might be
No.
what?
I honestly.
Ceiling?
Yeah.
He won't get any better than that.
Like he could get better, but he's not.
Could
gonna
he
put
be?
up
Could he
better
be a one
numbers
season
than that.
wonder?
I couldn't see him putting
There's
up
a lot
Cooper
of them
Kupp.
in the
I
NFL.
can't see
Yeah,
him putting up
last
Joe,
1,400
he-
yards.
yeah,
again.
he's not going to do that because if Cup's healthy, there's
Yeah.
not
If Kupp's
as many
healthy,
targets.
Kupp's
Like
the
he
one.
might be a better
Yeah, he is.
player.
He is.
If
I-
Kupp is healthy, he's the
that's what I
one.
mean. Like,
It's not
so
even
Nakua,
close.
his stats are probably going down. I think he'll be just as good though. He'll just have
He'll have like he'll be like
His
a
numbers will just be worse.
he'll have a lot of touchdowns.
everyone
He'll have a lot of
thinks
He's
he's
touchdowns.
like
like
the
a-
same player.
a Garrett
always give to
Wilson.
Kyron
He's
Williams.
more like a
He
like a
doesn't-
wide receiver too.
Nakua's a high-end wide receiver too.
Yeah, he's like
not
a
a wide
Waddle-
receiver one. I
no.
agree. He's not a wide receiver
Yeah,
one.
he's like a
You're-
T. Higgins.
Yeah,
Matthew
Waddle,
Stafford
T.
does this to every
Yeah.
receiver. He inflates their stats. Nakua's not a wide receiver one.
No,
Not yet.
It's a
No.
no,
Sure,
don't say
not yet. Maybe if he takes another step, I'd be absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I think he can get a little bit better. It's just going to be hard to.
Yeah.
And his potential is going to max out with Stafford. He won't get any better with
Does
any
he
other
break
quarterback.
1,000 yards again?
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, he'll. But like, he's not.
That
breaking
offense is way too
1,400
pass
yards.
happy.
No, I don't
McVay
think
acts like he wants to run the ball.
Especially if Cooper Kupp's healthy, he's not breaking.
Yeah. That's to be fair.
1,100
That is
Yeah,
also
no.
a big if.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Because is he washed?
Cup.
This is the last year I'm giving him a chance. That
I don't know.
if he gets hurt again or is not good, I'm saying he's washed.
He's
'Cause-
low-key a one-season wonder.
He was good before. He's had
Dude.
the one crazy season.
Yeah.
He had the best. Like that was the best.
He's not a Hall of Famer, right? Saying he gets hurt this year
no,
again?
He can't be. He can't be.
Mm,
No, he had 1 year.
Football Hall of Fame's
Super
the
Bowl
hardest to get
MVP. So like that
Triple
would help a
crown,
lot.
that's
Triple.
it.
He had the best wide receiver season ever statistically.
Yeah.
That's
So-
it, though.
But
yeah,
like, that's
but
not
like
getting you. In
he
the
probably
Hall
had
of
the
Fame.
best overall receiver season ever. He broke all the records.
Yeah.
One offensive player of the year, one Super Bowl MVP. He won everything he could have possibly won.
Yeah,
in
but
that
you
1
don't.
year.
You don't get. What's it called? Honors for that.
You don't. But
you
he
don't
was
go
like
to the Hall of Fame
he was
for that.
still a very good receiver before that. He just had the 1 year where he went stupid. Like if you have
He needs another year where he's like
if
1,400 yards.
If he didn't
and
have a
maybe he'll be
championship,
Hall
I'd be
of Fame.
completely with you. But the fact that he won Super Bowl MVP, that carries a lot, and a lot of guys haven't got that, so they might get him in just because of that.
What if he won and didn't win Super Bowl MVP?
Then it'd be a lot more of a conversation.
Okay.
Because he had a crazy game in the Super
If
Bowl.
you were
too.
to decide, would you put
Remember-
him in the Hall of Fame? If you were to decide.
Yeah, because I judge off peak. Like if I think your peak is a Hall of Fame player, then you're in the Hall of Fame.
But you don't think Antonio Brown's a Hall of Famer?
No, I think he should be. I said he won't get in. I
Well,
know.
yeah, he can't.
Why?
Because the NFL won't let him in.
CTE
You know that.
tweak
It's all
out.
politics.
Yeah.
The NFL. If you ask me, like, does he deserve to be on the Hall of Fame? 100%. He's a top 10 receiver of all
Top
time.
5, in my opinion.
Well, I said top 10.
It's better than Larry Fitz.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Larry Fitz just had more longevity.
And less cuckoo-ness.
But see, you just said it's not politics. Now you're involving that though.
Yeah.
Who had a better?
Guy-
who had
yeah,
a better
guys who
one
had better-
year?
guys
Who had
who-
a better 1 year? Antonio
You
Brown
judge
or
off
Larry
Keith, remember?
Fitzgerald?
I don't know their season
Antonio
stats.
You
Brown
judge off
for
shit,
sure.
though.
You judge
Yeah, but
off.
he-
Yeah, exactly.
He's good. But Fitz was good for 20 years, and guess what? Was a good teammate. That matters too.
Yeah,
He was
actually.
good on the Steelers before he got perfect.
Yeah, until he leaked Juju's Instagram DMs to the entire world. He's a shit teammate. Don't try and sell any other narrative.
What did he say about Juju?
He posted all like they were when he was gonna lead the team and they were like talking to each other. He just leaked all the DMs they were sending each other and posted them on his IG.
Was he like anything bad? I didn't.
It was like talking about like in depth like contract numbers and releasing like very personal information.
Jesus. I didn't know that.
But like before the hit, he was a great
Or
guy.
you know how about like showing his in a pool.
Okay,
you know,
that's-
throwing shit out the window. The frostbite situation. The numerous different sexual assault allegations. Yeah, great guy.
Hey, I can't say it.
Now he's just
I
making me
can't say it
sound
on
like
the
a bad
podcast.
guy.
Yeah, because he is. He's a terrible person.
Who's the chick?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. What he said to her.
Exactly,
Oh
another
my
one.
god.
I'm just gonna carry on.
Going back-
because you're making you're making
Anyone
me
at
sound like
home,
a bad
go
guy.
on Antonio Brown's Twitter and scroll through it. You'll have a good laugh, but tell me if he's a good guy or not.
Alright, whatever. Let's just predict the NFC East here, so in case I start getting bashed for supporting Antonio Brown, even though I'm just talking about his football stats. We'll start with you,
Nice
Joey.
cover up.
NFC East predictions. Who's coming in at number 4 for you?
Number 4, the Commanders at 4-13. This team won't be good at all with Jaden Daniels. They'll be just a punching bag in this division, literally. I don't see them being remotely good at all.
It's kind
Their
of
O-line's terrible. Their coaching is not good at all.
It's not.
Ron Rivera? Is he still
No.
No,
it's
Dan,
Dan
Quinn,
Quinn.
and
Ron
who's
Rivera.
the OC?
Kingsbury.
He left, right?
I hate
He's
Cliff
terrible.
Kingsbury. Don't you?
He couldn't even make a good
He's
college
terrible.
offense. With
Wait, do
Caleb
you hate
Williams.
Cliff Kingsbury?
Yes.
Okay, good. Number 5. Sorry, what was the record?
4-13.
Commanders 5-12.
Okay.
Kind of the same as Joey. Just
Bad
leading-
first year.
Yeah, like
This
it's,
is what we all thought of
like-
Stroud the first year. We thought they were just going to be a shit wreck.
yeah.
I'm not saying he's the
honestly
next Stroud, I'm
the
just saying.
offense like isn't even that bad though.
It's not bad at all.
The O line needs a little work, obviously.
Who are
but
the
like,
receivers?
Other than
Oh,
that,
it's
Jahan
Just
Dotson,
McLaurin and Dotson.
McLaurin.
That's
They don't have
it.
even
they-
at a tight end, do they?
Lost.
They
They lost
Zach
No,
Ertz.
Logan Thomas
Yeah.
left, and then he just got cut.
He's washed.
He was
Bad.
good last year. He was like he's decent.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the offense sucks. Are you good?
Yeah.
Coming in at number 4 for me, it's harsh. New York Giants 3-14. It sounds so bad, but I kind of have them at their floor. I just think this team with this fan base, it's going to be one of those years where it's just like Daniel Jones starts the year, he's completely terrible, and then everything goes up in a whirlwind. It's a quarterback carousel between Locke and DeVito. The defense is doing their job. They just can't
They
score.
play a lot of good teams.
They
too.
can't run
I
the
know
ball
they
with
do.
Devin Singletary. Their rookie got injured, whoever it was today,
Yeah,
with a
Tyrone
low ankle
Tracy.
sprain. So they're
Yeah, I
going to
saw
be
that.
relying on Eric Gray and Singletary. Like Singletary's washed in my eyes.
Yeah.
The receiving core, I love Neighbors. I think he's probably going to have 1,000 yards no matter who the quarterback is. But I feel like good quarterbacks elevate guys like Wan'Dale Robinson who need
Yeah.
the ball in their hands.
Hyatt. all
But
them.
Brian Daboll's a great coach to me. It's just that he has nothing to work with. Joe Shane's gone this year. That's my prediction. He's fired after this year because he just hasn't done anything to
the
significantly
team. Yeah.
improve the roster. You trade for Brian Burns. It's cool. Is it going to win you football games? Hell no.
Does he make it through the year?
Joe Shane?
Yeah.
No, well, I have them at 3-14. It's going to be trade deadline. Giants have 2 or 1. They're 1-6, 1-7, or 2-5, whatever you want to say. And they just wipe house. I think Daboll stays though if the team's
I
really
think.
bad.
I don't
he's
think they'll
such
get
a
rid of
good.
Daboll.
He's such a good coach. It's just
There's nothing
Daniel
to work
Jones.
with.
Yeah, he has no help. We have Neighbors. We have Andrew Thomas on our offense.
If Joe,
And the fact that Daniel Jones
about
isn't
it.
really his problem because he didn't draft him either.
it's not
No,
his problem.
Exactly.
And
He did pay him though.
if Daniel Jones is bad this year, he's cut.
Yeah.
They're gonna. The
Oh, you
owner's
have
gonna
to.
eat the dead
You
cap,
have
and
to.
he's just
who
gonna
was the
cut him
coach who
and pay that
drafted
money.
Jones before Dable?
Oh my, Joe Judge.
Joe
Yeah.
Judge.
Yeah,
He was
like,
idiot.
clown.
that's why they won't
Idiot.
get rid of him because like
Idiot.
they're not going to blame this on him yet.
No,
he
yeah,
got
because
stuck in a
they're
terrible
trying to
situation.
But for
build
me-
the team up because how badly he
It's
built.
it's a harsh prediction, but I just think the Giants. This this might be a good thing that they go up in flames and they
I hope
actually
so.
think and have to draft
Yeah.
somebody good.
I honestly
Pair a
hope,
young
like,
QB with neighbors,
quarterback or-
hopefully,
yeah.
and then then you start to believe in the Giants' upside because the defense is going to be there for a while now.
defense is
Burns,
fine, yeah.
Dexter Lawrence, Dante Banks, etc. It
Kayvon
goes on.
Thibodeau.
Who's the safety you drafted?
Tyler Newman.
Tyler Newman.
yeah.
I think he's got some
Yeah,
potential,
he's
but
okay.
it's a harsh prediction. But Giants at their floor, 3-14, 1-5 in the division.
I have Commanders at 4-13.
Okay.
I'm kind of with y'all. I do think Jaden Daniels will be good. I'm a little worried about him staying healthy, but
With behind that O line,
yeah,
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
the rest of that team, I'm not that sold on. I don't like. They traded away all their defensive assets last year, and that defense is just terrible now.
They got Wagner, but he's
Yeah,
old.
Defense won't be
How old is he?
30. I
Old.
guess he's 34.
34 with a lot of miles on him.
Oh yeah.
I don't
And
think he's good. Like,
but no, he's gonna be. He's
He
gonna be a
was.
good.
Remember-
vet.
Yeah.
He was one of the
yeah.
best linebackers. Like
He
not even
there,
that long
there was a
ago
point in the
either.
league where he was the best linebacker.
Yeah,
That
maybe
wasn't
one of the
even
best
that long
players.
ago, but he fell off
Joey,
so much. since
Bobby Wagner's there for 2 reasons: veteran guy to lead a young locker room, and to call the plays on defense through the helmet. Dan Quinn's gonna trust a guy like that day and night, no matter how washed athletically he is. Number 3.
number 3, I have the Giants at 7-10.
Okay.
I actually think Daniel Jones will be pretty good this year. I think he'll be able to work well with neighbors.
What's gonna set this team back?
Their secondary and their run game.
Run
'Cause
game.
they have
Run-
Singletary.
Run game's bottom 3.
And Tyrone Tracy just got
run
hurt.
games like bottom.
It might be the worst run game in the
It,
NFL.
it actually
Yeah.
could be, and the O line does not help you.
I want to add one thing about the Giants too. It'd help a lot if Evan Neal was good. He's a backup on the depth chart right now. I looked
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I looked today. He's a backup.
Yeah.
It's been what? This is his 3rd year or 2nd year?
This is his 3rd year.
3rd year.
Yeah, he's Joe.
You have to be good. Tackle out of
They took him
Alabama.
what, 6th overall? 6. That O line class.
How's
was
he
kinda
bad?
Just who? You know who the Saints got too that year? Trevor Penning,
Yep, and he's
19th
good.
overall.
How
And
much?
he
How
Is that
much?
2021 draft?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
got hurt his first year.
He is
Oh, he's
so
terrible.
bad.
He's terrible.
Did you
22,
see those
22,
preseason clips?
Did
where
you see him
He tried to
Do
hug
you
him
remember
and
when I
he
was
just got
losing my
bodied.
mind on Trevor Penning week 1 last year?
He
Carter's
both
not
of them-
good. He's not
both
good.
of them
Carter.
are terrible.
Carter, I watched the week 1 against the Titans. He got beat every play.
Dude,
He was
it's
single
same with-
like
it's
he was
same with
single-handedly
Neal.
the
It's
reason the Saints
insane.
did not score the first half of their first game.
It's insane.
What
It's the
what
same
college
with
is he?
Giants.
Northwestern?
Trevor Penning, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Northwest.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
No,
Was
no,
he
no.
the-
He was from like a D2 school.
He was.
Should we
from
get a
some
check on that,
random-
Wyatt?
Yeah,
It's like Northern Illinois or something.
I forget.
He was just
but-
like a big like
Northern Iowa.
bully.
Northern
Yeah.
Iowa.
like he was just one of those random risers. I remember.
Yeah.
But he
Throws
I'm not-
guys into his guard's knee and breaks
already
it.
bashed the Saints, so I'm not gonna do it again. But he's god awful. We can all agree.
Oh, I said you should bench him.
Neal is too.
Sorry, Giants 7-10, number 3 for you.
7-10,
What's the
yeah.
division? 2-4, 1-5.
2-4.
Sweep the Commanders.
No,
Really?
Who do they beat? Not the Cowboys.
they beat the Eagles.
I'll
Week
give you that.
18.
I'll give you that.
Oh,
Because the
week
Cowboys,
eight- Yeah, week 18.
the Cowboys always beat down on them
Yeah.
for fun. Number
Only
3.
by 40 last year. Yeah. Okay. Number 3.
You already
Giants
said?
8-9. Just kind of. I don't know. I don't think you can. I think this is honestly their ceiling. I think maybe 9-8 could be their ceiling. There's a couple of games
I'll give you 9-8 for the ceiling.
went 50-50 with. I was kind of being generous.
If Daniel
here,
Jones
but-
plays like he did in 2022, that's their ceiling.
Yeah, but honestly, there's receivers are decent, nothing insane. It really just depends on Daniel Jones and that O line. Yeah, we picked up guys on the O line, Luminor or however you say his name.
So the tackle
John
starting
Runyon.
instead of Need.
Yeah, but
Neal?
he got hurt though, so I'm not sure.
The Runyon dude. Yeah, John Michael Schmidt's at center, right?
Yeah, he's hurt right now.
He is.
Yeah.
They don't even
We-
say questionable.
We've had some random. Oh, maybe he's back now. He was hurt last week or something. But we have some random. Yeah, who do we have as our O line here?
Greg Van Roten.
Couldn't tell you who that is. Like,
What?
Raiders guy.
What do you have in the division?
2-4.
2-4.
I'm pretty sure I had them sweeping the Commanders.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. For me, coming in at number 3, Commanders 5-12, not far off you guys. It's just that I had Giants at a low prediction.
Mm-hmm.
You guys basically said it all.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even hate the roster because they brought in a bunch of vets around. It's a good mix of old guys and young guys, but two things are going to hold them back. Joey already said it. The coaching staff is terrible, and the O-line behind a quarterback that wants to run and be electric. He's going to be getting drilled left, right, and center. 5-12. I think they pick up some games, maybe a couple sneaky upsets too, where the O-line maybe just has a good game and Daniels is balling out. 2-4 in the division.
Daniels will be what Anthony Richardson was last year. He'll look electric when he plays,
He'll
but he'll
look
get hurt.
No, he'll look better.
I think he'll
You
look
think so?
Anthony Richardson is
think
not
so?
really good.
Okay. I have the Giants at 6-11 for that division.
Okay.
Same.
What do
same
you have in the
range.
division?
1-5.
1-5. Okay, same thing.
Yeah.
Now the good stuff. Let's see who we got, Joe.
I know who he's got.
Coming in at number
I bet
2.
a lot of money.
I got the Cowboys number 2.
I would have lost a lot of money.
Why? At 11 and
'Cause
6.
You're always all over
The
the
Cowboys, they did get worse. Their O-line got worse, and they don't have much receivers.
11 and 6.
But the reason they're going to be good is because Dak's in a contract year, and CeeDee's in a contract year.
Yeah.
So their offense is still going to be really good, and this defense is going to be just like it always is.
I agree with that.
Good against
Who
bad
was
teams.
calling the plays on defense?
I can look that up.
Yeah.
I forget. Did they hire somebody or was it an in-house? Oh, I think it was the DB guy, the guy with the dreads.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Is it?
Oh my god.
Is it Mike Zimmer?
Show
now?
me. Oh yeah.
It is Mike Zimmer.
Yeah, they hired Mike Zimmer. That used to coach the Vikings.
Yeah. I thought it was that. I know. I forget the guy you're talking about. I know exactly who you
Yeah, the DB coach. I thought they promoted him. It is Mike Zimmer, Joe.
Yeah, it is.
I think he could be a good coordinator. He wasn't that good of a head coach, but I think he can call it.
Wasn't he there
defense.
last year?
No, it was Dan Quinn last year.
Yeah.
What are you so confused about?
No, I feel like that was so long ago when he got hired.
It was early in the off season, but
Mhm.
11 and 6 won the division. 4-2 or 5-1.
4-2.
Okay.
I also have the Cowboys, 12-5,
Mm.
4-2 division. Not really much to say. Just
For me, Cowboys 10-7, 5-1 in the division. Such a high division prediction because that's where they get most of their wins off of. They just beat the shit out of the lower end of the division. They'll probably split with the Eagles.
They always.
They'll
split the
win at
Eagles.
home against the
Yeah.
Eagles and they'll lose in dramatic fashion in Philadelphia. That's
Yeah.
what they do every time. They'll beat the Commanders twice and they'll look good on primetime against the Giants for one game.
Yes.
That's what they're known for doing. Do I think CeeDee Lamb's going to miss a game due to contract negotiations? No. Do I think Dak Prescott's going to have a breakout year because he's in a contract year? No. Do I think they're going to make the playoffs? Yeah. Do I think they're going to win a playoff game? No. It's just the same year for the Cowboys. They'll beat the piss out of good teams, lose big games, and CeeDee and Dak, who knows? They'll probably both stay or they'll both leave, whatever they feel like. Cowboys 10-7.
Right
for
with
me.
that. Cowboys 11-6, 4-2 in the division. He said it. They play the Giants and the Commanders twice. They'll probably win those 4 games by at least 100 points if
Margin
you combine
100.
those games.
Probably.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they will. Like we know, he said it. Rinse and repeat. Beat the absolute hell out of bad teams and disappoint against good teams.
That's what they do every year.
I'm not expecting anything different this year because I'm not stupid and I've watched them do this.
Are you going to tell me you
6 years in a
disagree?
row.
Because you're laughing. Or is it just
No, I
like
just-
funny the way
Joey,
that it's being accurate?
in back-to-back years, I've seen them end their season off of running, not even getting a playoff because they ran a QB draw.
I
saw it too.
remember that. With
They
no
put
time.
their starting running back as their center,
Mm-hmm.
and they got their doors blown off by basically a rookie QB
rookie
in their
QB.
own building.
Yes.
They also have a very terrible run offense now too.
Yeah,
That's
they do.
Yeah,
awful.
Zeke is
Yeah.
Who's
the
the
only
backup?
guy.
Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn?
yeah. Their line is still decent. So
And
And
they'll
then
look
the
like
Commanders
off.
Commanders have Brian Thomas and Austin Eckler, and then the Eagles have Saquon Barkley. This is easily the worst running offense in division.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas.
In all-
is
There
confusing now.
might be. I saw it on Instagram. There
There's
might be.
2 of them now.
And they're both junior.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said
Brian
you said-
Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Robinson.
said Brian Thomas.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
My bad.
What
Brian
was your Cowboys record?
11-6.
That's
And
fair.
What was yours?
10-7.
They're a regular season team. Like they'll be good in the regular season.
Eagles, Joey, number 1. Who do you have coming in at number 1?
Eagles number 1 at 12-5, 4-2 in the division. I think this team will be back where they were in 2022. Was it?
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And the
Super
start
Bowl
of
year.
last year.
Really, they just added Saquon, and they did lose Jason Kelsey, but the O-line's still going to be
fine.
unreal.
People should not panic about that.
Losing a center.
They've been
isn't
planning it
as
for
bad.
3 years. They know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Tush push is still going to be there. Everything's going to be fine.
Imagine he came back.
They had a great draft per usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, they added their biggest weakness, just secondary.
Yeah,
They're going to find
Their
DeGene and Mitchell will be like really good.
Terrible
Cooper
last
DeGene.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell's going to be a dog.
Because Slay's going to be gone after this year.
Yeah.
Bradbury's going to be gone.
He should already been cut, but they moved him to safety, so he doesn't have to.
And then this D-line is
I
just
didn't
all
know.
athletes.
Did they still have who's the white Blankenship?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a
Yeah, so
safety too.
Blankenship, Bradbury,
he's not
and
terrible. He's like
Gardner
a-
Johnson.
He's a good.
Why is Ringo
Yeah,
starting?
He's just a good body.
Ringo's starting?
On the depth chart, he is.
Over who?
People said he had a good camp.
That's the guy from Georgia, right?
Yeah.
So who are the boundary
Yeah. He was
corners?
ranked,
Mitchell
like,
and
top 10.
Ringo?
Yeah, he
He
was
just
good
fell
when he
right
came
No.
in.
right?
Well, he got in a couple times last
DeGene's
year.
like
He didn't look
third
bad.
string.
Would know. He was ranked really high at the start
It's,
of his draft.
Yeah, he
Isaiah
was. He was like
Rodgers.
top
he was,
10,
like,
and then he
top
fell
5.
like the third
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, okay, that's why.
Who's playing in the nickel there? Slot cornerback.
Mitchell.
Okay, so Mitchell at nickel, and then outside's Ringo and Slay per the depth chart.
Yeah.
And then safety, who do we have?
CJ and Blankenship.
Gardner Johnson and Blankenship, and then the backup's
Bradbury.
Bradbury, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And-
Avonte Maddox and
then-
That's
Isaiah
a-
Rogers.
See,
And
now
then they
that's a
have
legit.
DeGene.
That's a legit
That's a-
secondary.
that's a
There's
good-
so many
that's a-
bodies there.
That's a good depth.
Isaiah
secondary.
Rogers can play. Maddox can play. He's been there for years.
And then
Is DeGene a backup corner or
Backup nickel.
Backup.
I'd
nickel?
put him
yeah.
in the nickel or at safety.
I think nickel's a good spot for him.
And then-
who are the backup boundaries, Joey?
Dude, he's
behind.
a third string.
Rogers and that Zeke McPherson.
who's still,
I don't know who
who's still
that
on
is.
that line too? They have Jalen Carter and then Jordan Davis,
Yeah.
but then Fletcher Cox retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still have Brandon
Nolan
Graham.
Smith.
Nolan Smith. Brandon Graham's there for one more year. He said.
Yeah, that's right there. That's your four front.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Davis, Carter, and then
Davis-
off the edge is
Nolan
Smith,
Smith.
and
Yeah.
Brandon Graham.
If they- I-
And they,
Stacked.
they got
That's-
Bryce Huff too.
Davis has
Bryce
to look
Huff
better this
from
year.
the Jets,
Yeah,
10.5
dude.
sacks last year.
This team is
Stacked.
disgusting.
Yeah, that on paper
Dude, even their O line's fine.
Jalen Carter, sneaky defensive player of the year.
maybe.
Sneaky.
If he doesn't get
Cam
in the car.
Jurgens.
Yeah, it's too hard
Cam
to win
Jurgens is
in
a
the
good
middle.
center too. No.
Yeah, that's who they're.
Get-
That's
yeah.
that's who was
Get
learning.
rid of
yeah.
Kelsey and get him. That's
He was
And guess
playing
who's?
guard.
And guess I've been teaching him how to play center.
Carter for the last 3 years, he was playing guard, and he's been learning how to snap the ball from Kelsey. It's
Dude.
going to be the exact same.
Oh,
I don't.
they have
I'm
the
discrediting
Becton.
Kelsey.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
obviously he's a Hall of
Like,
Famer.
yeah.
but-
Abe Becton's on the Eagles.
Yeah,
It'll be the same
so
minus
random.
like the center will call less shots now.
coming first for you.
Pretty obvious. Eagles. I have them 14-3. I think this
Nah,
is
I don't hate that.
like
Don't hate that at all.
honestly Super Bowl contending team. But even last year, I thought they were going to be really good. They were,
They were for.
but they fell off a little bit. I think it's just like
Down year.
inconsistencies with Hurts and just, I guess, the offense in total.
Who was the OC that got fired there, Joey?
Oh,
I don't know how you remember all these names.
Who was it?
I don't know because
I remember they brought in Patricia as the DC. I remember, like late last year. I don't remember who the OC was though.
Because they hired Kendall Moore.
Yeah. I still can't believe they brought in that Patricia.
They fired Patricia?
I hope so.
Yeah, they did, I think. Who was the OC last year? Oh my god. Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brian Johnson. Okay, they fired him. Hurts hated him, but he wouldn't say it publicly. I don't know. Does Hurts like Sirianni? I'm not sure.
No, he doesn't.
But
No,
no.
because remember,
I think a lot of that
remember
locker room doesn't.
Sirianni was yelling at
I
the
was gonna
fans,
say-
and Hurts was like trying to make him.
There
chill
was
out.
that, and you remember
He was
during the
being
Super Bowl,
cocky as shit.
before the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, he was talking shit to some Chiefs player, and
And
Hurts literally had to like
Hurts-
pull him away.
Sirianni's literally
He's a little
guy
kid.
from Philadelphia coaching the team. That's what he is.
like
Carrying on from your point,
JJ
coming in
coaching
at number 1 for me, the Philadelphia Eagles at 13-4. It's a high record prediction, but it's going to be an accurate one because they win all the big games in the regular season, and they've won big games in the playoffs. So I'm
Yeah.
not bothered by this. Saquon and Hurts in the backfield it's probably
probably one
better
of the-
than
that's
Lamar
probably
and
the
Henry
best.
currently because Saquon's better than Henry,
Especially-
and Lamar and Hurts are just so close together. Lamar's obviously a better
and
rusher,
if you
but I like
include
the
the
gap.
O-line in that.
I like
Yeah,
the gap.
and then-
O-line's going to be better. Best rushing backfield, and then you have 2 potential all-pro receivers on the outside with a good O-line.
Pretty
We
good
just
tight
named the
end.
D-line. Young secondary that has so much depth now. The linebackers are meh.
Yeah.
But when your team's that good, guys are gonna step up and play.
Goddard was hurt for a lot of last year. He'll be back too.
Yeah, he'll be.
Yeah,
He's getting a little.
and he's a small piece on this team, so
Yeah.
that shows a lot. Eagles 13-4. They beat the Chiefs last year. They beat the Bills. They beat the Cowboys. They win all these big games in the regular season. They're gonna have a ton of wins.
Eagles 14-3, 5-1 in the division. We said it all. They might have the best roster on paper. We mentioned it a little bit earlier. I think the biggest thing that can hold them back is Nick Sirianni. I do not think he's a good coach. And I think you said it. Hurts doesn't like him. I think a lot of players in that locker room don't like him, but they're not going to come out and say that.
No, and
obviously.
it's like a respecting.
Like the
players
fact
too,
that like
just
when he's like yelling at fans over that, like I want my players to be emotional like that. I want my coach to be like.
I want the coach to
Chill.
be a leader.
I've never seen Bill Belichick celebrate except when he wins the Super Bowl.
And he doesn't even celebrate
Exactly.
like crazy.
Like no matter what happens, that guy just looks like even keel. Like I want my
That's
coach.
how you
to-
have to
I
be
agree.
that as
your
a
coach has to be
Your players should never be pulling you away
No.
from something. It should
Especially
be a coach
not your-
pulling away players.
So
If-
bad.
Especially not your
It's
what,
just not- it's
what was
not a
her
good
second
look.
or third year at that point. He was still young. That was
Yeah,
his third
Hurts is
season,
still
right? When he went to the Super
24,
Bowl.
25 years old.
First season starting. No, second season starting.
season. Yeah, so I think it was his
Third season,
overall.
second season starting.
Big,
Yeah.
almost a rookie pulling
And
his coach
he's more
away from
mature
that.
than the coach.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's Sirianni for you, though. You see him; he's a clown. He is a clown, but
It's just like
Get
the
Big
fans.
Dom.
Just like
Give
the
Big Dom
fans.
the head coaching job.
he's back on the sideline this
I
year.
know that's a big piece.
I
Literally.
had Cowboys 5-1 in the division. I had Eagles 4-2 because the Eagles always do this, whether they're good or they fell off like last year. They'll always lose the odd game to either the Commanders or Giants. They always slip one game.
Yeah.
The Commanders beat them in primetime a couple years ago. Remember when the Giants almost came back on Christmas against them
and
last
they
year?
did beat
Yeah,
them
almost beat
in the last game of the year. They pulled all their starters. Like
That's
they
what I'm
fell
saying.
behind.
If they play, I don't know if they play them week 18. Can you double check who the Eagles
It's-
play week 18?
They
If they play the Giants or
Giants.
Commanders, like they
Giants,
could
they could
lose
lose
to
that game.
them, right? Just because people are
the
pulled.
Commanders took them to OT.
That's
at
where,
one
but
point,
like
too.
you guys have both
Yeah.
have 14-3.
Yeah.
Could easily work out like that. If they're fighting for a 1 seed, they'll just
It's,
blow the
it's like
Giants
a
out of the
12
water.
to 14 point. Like,
What do you have the
wins.
Eagles at, Joey? 13.
12-5,
12-5. Cowboys what?
11-6.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, who did you have the Eagles losing to? Because you had them at 14-3.
I don't remember. I don't have.
Do you
it.
have yours right now?
I want to say
I have them losing to the Bengals, Cowboys, and Ravens.
I had Ravens for sure.
Bengals.
Bengals.
I think Bengals too.
I think
and
the
wanna
Bengals
say
beat them at home, and the
think-
Cowboys will win their home game.
I think I think I had the same three.
Let's go. Since I have the Giants one so low, let's go back to this one. Let's look at the Giants schedule.
Okay.
You got it, Joey?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, let's go week 1.
Week 1 at home
Hold on.
versus the
Hold on,
Vikings.
hold on, hold on. Give me a sec. I don't know. Now that Darnold's starting, it trickies me a little bit. Like we have in the power ranks, we have Vikings 25, Giants 24.
Yeah, it's too close teams.
But at my prediction, I have this as a loss. But what do you guys have?
I have the
I-
Vikings winning.
I have Giants win.
I
Joe?
have Giants.
We'll just give Giants benefit of the doubt. We'll call it a win.
Week 2 is in Washington.
Do we have this as a split, most of us?
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
I have
I have
Washington winning
Giants.
this
I
one.
have Giants
Okay.
sweep.
But I have it as a
But,
split,
yeah.
I think.
We could
Yeah, I
split
do.
that.
And then week 3 they go to Cleveland. They're losing
Loss.
that.
Cleveland.
Okay.
Well,
Week 4 versus the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Loss. Week 5 in Seattle.
I actually have them winning that.
That's fair.
that could be close. That could be close.
Like that.
that's like
like
a 50.
there's certain
that's
games
like
that
a-
they could win.
In
That's like
Seattle?
that's like a 55.
Yeah, well, I have a
40.
loss.
Yeah.
It's a hard place to play, Carter.
Just like
Yeah.
you got to
That-
try and pick random
I had them
games they can
losing
win.
too. I think.
Week 6 is against the Bengals.
Loss.
Week 7 against the Eagles.
Loss.
I already did the division
Week
ones.
8 versus Steelers
Win.
in Pittsburgh.
In
Yeah.
Pittsburgh,
The
it's
Steelers always drop like a game around week 8 that they should not drop.
at home.
I have
Yeah,
Giants.
they always-
Is that a primetime game?
Yeah, Monday night.
The Steelers always have one stinker like midway through the year where they lose
I
to a
don't
bad
see.
team.
That's why
can win
the
that.
Steelers always show out in those type of games, but so do the Giants. What do you want to count it as? We can count it as a win.
Yeah, I'll give that a win.
You already have division, right?
What'd you have there? What's the next game?
Washington.
Okay, yeah, I split that.
Yeah.
Week 10 in Carolina. I have a win.
I have them winning that too.
Sure, we can count that.
And then week 11's bye. Week 12 at home versus Tampa Bay.
I actually have them winning that one too.
Same.
Okay, count it.
Dallas loss.
Yeah.
Yep.
At home versus Saints. I have a win.
I have
What week?
14.
I don't mind calling that a win.
Yeah.
Week 15 they're in Baltimore.
Loss.
Week 16 in Atlanta.
Win.
In Atlanta,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I have a loss that
I,
game.
I lose.
Again, just like games I think they could
Okay.
win.
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
and-
Next.
17 is at home versus the Colts.
Loss.
I have a loss.
Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Loss
week
against the Colts.
18 is in Philadelphia.
Loss in
Depends. Let's just say the Philadelphia's playing for it.
If you guys think Philadelphia's that good, then they probably win that.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like they might have things locked up.
Because I predicted it as a sweep just because they're playing.
Yeah.
Sure. So what's that?
6-11. What do you have them at?
6-11.
What do you have them?
7-10.
7-10.
8-9.
8-9.
Yeah.
There's we go through every schedule. There's gonna be games that they should win that they lose, and there's gonna be games that holy shit we're gonna look back in a year and be like holy shit how did the Giants win that game?
They'll probably upset
Like,
one
They'll
of those.
Like
win
Giants-
some random
Giants
game,
go to
and they'll be like,
Baltimore and
yeah.
they run the
Yeah.
rock all game and
Yeah.
they win by a field goal.
Yeah.
They'll win,
How does that
They'll beat
happen?
one of those good teams they play out of
They,
nowhere.
they won't beat the Cowboys.
It happens every year, no matter
It
how
won't
bad
be
the
Cowboys.
roster.
It honestly-
It'll be like the Bengals.
And honestly,
or
yeah, I was gonna
something.
say, would shock me if they beat the Bengals. Either.
Yeah,
The Bengals the Bengals play up or down to their opponents.
Yeah,
Where's that game? In New York?
in New York.
It's in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Night
could-
game?
Probably
Probably
not.
it's a Sunday game.
You
at
have
1
it?
o'clock.
You
I
could,
can look it up.
if you hover
Sunday.
over it, it shows to the right.
Oh yeah.
No, it is a night game.
8:20.
Yeah, that's a night game.
Why is that prime time?
Yeah, that's not a great primetime game.
Chase and Burrow get to go to New York and show off their pregame outfit, and everybody posts it on
Yeah.
Twitter, and then they score two
And then they-
touchdowns, and then
and then they
everybody
rinse
goes
them by
crazy.
40.
So see, they look at that. You think they just randomize a primetime game? There's a storyline between everything. What week is that too?
6.
Like that's random.
One of those early year battles where the Bengals are tied with someone as the 1 seed, and they need this win.
might be 3-3 because they'll probably
start the
year 0-3.
Every primetime game's a different
They
storyline. You
always
just
do.
don't know what's gonna happen.
The Bengals are the opposite of the Cowboys. They start slow, finish fast. Pause.
Have a pause, dude.
My God, bro, really? I don't even want to
called
end
it.
on
This
that.
is a
I caught it
child
right away.
show.
I'm gonna give you guys players in this division. I want you to start, bench, and cut them. Okay? Okay.
All right.
Let's think. Let's do this. What QB would you rather have in 2 years? Start, bench, cut. Dak, Hurts, Daniels.
Start Hurts,
Start Hurts.
bench Daniels,
Yep.
cut Dak. I know you're
You
gonna
won't like
flip
that,
one.
but-
Dak is.
Dak, realistically, Dak has
He's not
what? Even
winning
if
me a
Dak has
Super Bowl
5
in
years
two-
left,
he's
I'm
not
gonna take
winning me a
Daniels
Super
over that.
Bowl in
Dak's
fucking
gonna
2
be like
years.
Stafford level in 2 years.
Brother. No,
How can you
he should
say
already
that?
be
He's
there.
31. How old
Maybe
is Stafford?
here,
36.
okay.
No,
Here's the only
not
exception.
36.
If Dak goes to another team, this could change. On the Cowboys, nothing will change.
But
Nothing.
he's still a good quarterback.
Okay, but I
Dak
think
is-
Daniels is going to be very good.
And not in the Commanders. If he got drafted to any other team, he could be good.
Give it a couple of years and they might build that up again. They'll be shit again this year, so they'll probably have good draft picks.
You think Dak's still gonna be very, very good in a couple years, or
Like,
you think
he'll still be-
think Daniels is gonna be bad in a couple years?
Daniels will be like a Baker.
Do you think Dak's going to be good when he's 36?
Yeah,
How can you compare that?
they're both top picks.
I mean, yeah, they're both Heisman winners. It's not that crazy a comparison.
Daniels to.
Who's gonna be better in a couple? Okay, let me ask this question with young QBs. Okay, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Start, bench, cut these QBs. Are you ready, Wyatt?
Is this like now
Mhm.
or?
Start, bench, cut. Project their careers. Okay.
Okay.
Bryce Young, Daniels, Drake May.
Starting Daniels. Benching Bryce Young and cutting May. I think Bryce Young still has the high upside. He's just stuck in Carolina and they're terrible.
Carolina's a better situation.
Bryce Young, Jaden Daniels, Drake May.
Start
It's
Bryce Young.
It is. It's fine. Keep going.
Start Bryce Young.
What time at?
Bench May, cut Daniels.
Okay. I agree with that. I think
Yeah, I think so.
Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young's gonna be the best out of the three.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is it
I just
not-
hope he doesn't get
Actually-
hurt. That's my only worry about him too, because he's in hell with that O-line still.
He hasn't really got hurt in his
He's
career.
been off for
has
10
he?
minutes.
He hasn't, but with his size and how much he gets destroyed, it just worries me. Like every time I watch the guy's game, they'd snap the ball and there's 4 players trying to tackle him
You should be
within 2
happy though.
seconds.
You're a Saints fan.
I know there was at one point where our entire line was tackling him. They had to give out 0.2 for sacks because the entire line got in on that.
No.
No, that part's not true. But they should. If they could have
I
done
don't
that,
think
they
they
would have
can.
had to because there was 5 players sacking him at once.
It's a lot of sacks.
And no one's gonna call that one.
What?
No, he's just saying. There's a lot of
Mhm.
sacks in there.
Okay.
You could have called that. You could have said.
Wait,
Yeah, I know.
sacking who? Hold on. Actually.
Bryce
Carr?
Young.
Oh,
You're
the
saying, like-
Saints D line.
Yeah, I was saying he's in hell and like that O-line table. He's like, you should be happy you're a Saints fan.
Yeah. Okay, true. All right, that's going to do it for episode 45 of the Alec Frengos Show. We'll see you next time.